Hey folks, welcome to the next live stream. Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin, go over a few things I've noticed over the week. And how about in the comments you tell me how your New Year's went? It's pretty important. Let me just open up the comments here on my phone and we will get going. 1 second, folks. Beautiful. And my indicators are timing out, so let me reload this page. Pop over to the 1 hour chart. Beautiful. Although admittedly with my strategy, time frame doesn't really matter, since the information does remain correct no matter where you go. All right. Did I properly announce this? Did I provide the right link? I'm not even sure. Yeah, that's the right link. Nope, that's not the right link. I did not link you guys to the right place. Glad I checked. Okay. Perfect. Well, we did it. We're back. Hopefully we should actually get some viewers now. Hi, welcome to the live stream. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Right. I'm going to start on the weekly chart because I want to point out a thought process I had this morning. I think you should like it. Right? Holy hell, that's attractive. God damn. That's a nice chart, guys. Look at that. Look at how perfectly we retrace from here to here. We have the intersection of our mean reversion MA and our 200 moving average. It's going to provide perfect support for now. We did get our brief rally up, and I am expecting repeated slow bounces directly on this moving average, while we have the time for short-term mean period volatility to start compressing around the price action, right? So I need this 50 band to compress laterally like so. Then price will move sideways, hopefully return inside this distribution, where we will get lateral trading as defined by that distribution. And that'll actually fit perfectly with what we had with the previous crash pattern. And I do need to change my chart ticker. 1 second. Awesome. Okay, guys. Guess what we have here? Price plunges through support, traces down to the 200 moving average, and repeatedly bounces sideways while the midterm distribution has time to compress around price, right? Then we will actually define the start of the new bull run with the upward expansion of the 50 distribution. So if we pop back over to the current time frame, right here, looking good, we would have that continuous bounce while midterm distribution compresses to allow for less mass and the beginning of a new upward trend. Looks pretty good to me. And now let's talk about what actually needs to happen on a shorter time frame, right? Type in BLX, BTC, USD. Pop this chart open right here. I'm going to show you thing or two. Okay. Back down to the 4 hour here. Nice. Okay, with this 4 hour chart, looks like we are finding support on the 200 moving average. That is acceptable. However, I'm actually not getting an adaptive mean reversion reading on this time frame because it's going to be that overexpanded mass over here. So I am actually going to go on the daily chart and manually adjust that to the correct period, right? And it's roughly around 250 from what I have loaded. So allow me to get that fired up. 1 moment, folks. I'm going to change our purple band to a 250 length. Okay, that's going to be our pivot for longer term mean reversion, at least to the upside, right? Because we still have our weekly 200 moving average tracing down this particular section here. And as long as we're inside the 50 band, we can trade laterally as defined by the 50 band, right? And I am just in a slightly bearish sentiment because I've already tethered out of this position. And I am just going to wait for that retracement down to around 3,250 to actually get my secondary entry for potential long positions. Again, with this short-term distribution, we are looking for this compression right through here. And that compression, again, is going to allow the shedding of mass of our midterm distributions, which will allow for the beginning of trending in a new upward expansion. And with this 250 band, I actually do not anticipate price to actually commit to the upside for the full mean reversion to 6,400 until we have a compressed shorter term distribution. At the moment, there's far too much volatility overhead to actually allow for sustainable upward trending. So we are waiting for that significant lateral move and significant retests of institutional benchmarks slightly below our current price, right? That is why I tethered out around this location. Yes, we did have our nice volatility pop to the upside. However, I do still expect their full retracement down to the weekly 200. Now, I do recall there were some dissenting voices saying that, oh, it was not a good idea to tether out at this location. But I'm fine. Why? Because I am currently down 2% in Bitcoin value from actually tethering out. Now, that's fine and dandy, but I do need to say, if you don't know what's going to happen, and if your chart isn't giving you a clear direction, you should not take any trades at all. And that's exactly what I did, right? Because I could not have predicted this huge green candle right here, well, then I had no right taking profit in that huge green candle there, right? Since I wasn't expecting it, then I shouldn't be in that trade. Because all the inclinations were implying the full mean reversion down to the weekly 200. So, with this current perspective, more lateral trading is likely. However, if we do pop down to the 1 hour chart, let's actually talk about potential rejection points. I'm going to wait for my mean reversion MA to load up here. One moment. I'm actually going to go to the 15-minute today, see what's happening down there. Okay. This is still a sustained downtrend. You know, if you just want to do a swing high short entry at this location, I would not stop you. That looks pretty nice. And then at least for our short-term mean reversion period, looks like we're looking for a 60 band. So let's change our 50 to a 60 here. 1 second. 60. Okay, never mind. That had sufficiently compressed to allow for the trending outside of that compressing period. So ignore me on that front. And that move of 0.25% have already happened. So, looks good enough to me. Looks good enough to eat. Again, I am still expecting a trickling downward trend. I would assume this is the swing high of said trend. We still are expecting the long-term benchmark of the weekly 200 to be retested. Let's dive into the comments. Pretty much right now it's just everyone wishing me a happy new year and saying hello. I'm going to check out Ethereum, and while I do that, go ahead and get your comments in so I can actually follow up with some more charts. That's quite the nice pop to the upside there. Oh, goodness gracious. It's running off without me. Allow me to take a look. Actually, this re-expansion is a little weird. I'm going to admit that right now. I want to figure out what's going on here. 1 second while my indicators load. I'm actually seeing this as a short entry. Call me crazy. But I do need to take a look at my longest period. Oh shit, I gotta go 4 hour. 1 second. I don't trust this. I really do not trust this. 1 second. And it's more than a feeling. I'll give you the reason here in a second. Looks around the 190 period to be the most overexpanded. Allow me to get that loaded. Yeah, I still need to see my retracement. Well, hold on just a second. We do need to go to a shorter time frame. So actually, I'm just going to draw on the benchmark here on the 4 hour so we can define our retracement value. And then let's talk about the sufficient, or rather the required compression for what I'm actually wanting to look at here. All right? It's this little guy, the 60 period. And I already have the 60 period loaded up, I think. Then I do. Yeah, that did sufficiently compress to allow for the continued upward trend. It already reverted to the mean. Wow. Okay. So this could actually be the beginning of a new trend. We've got our wave PM cross. Oh, shit. I didn't even see that. There's no volatility overhead. Whew. Yeah, the lack of volatility overhead, this complete and absolute compression all throughout here. The double wave PM cross, that's one of the strongest wave PM signals you can get. I am very inclined to believe. Ooh. Man, oh man. I think this breakout might succeed. It's very convincing. If you have that kind of wave PM cross, man, I wish I got this one candle ago. That was perfect. Man, oh man. Very bullish connotations on this chart right now. Yeah, I would assume this is the beginning of a new upward trend. I hadn't realized that the short-term distributions had already fully compressed. So this information right here, this new expansion, I call that the FOMO signal, right? And this crossover was happening below the 0.4 value. So, shoot, man, we could have caught that trade a couple of percentage points ago. That's pretty disappointing because that's really clean. I like it. I like it a lot. You know, it's hard to tell you to FOMO into something, but I do call this the FOMO signal. You know, and there's going to be a lot of people panic shorting, right, at these wicks because of the quote-unquote local high. So, yes, while this does seem like a sustainable breakout, and that CCI roll was almost correct, let's check the USD pairing. Why not? Go ahead and get some more altcoins in there, guys. Yeah, the new upward weighting of... Damn. This could be the beginning of an upward trend. Holy shit. Yeah, guys. There's the ticket. That bad boy right there. Implies full mean reversion to the pink line here. So if you want to actually set a profit target, and if you do want to FOMO into this, you can look for a 14% gain to the upside. Very nice chart, folks. Personally, I wasn't ready to call this because I was actually waiting for a retracement. However, the upward expansion is very convincing, and I would consider this the beginning of a new upward trend. That's very nice, guys. Yeah, feel free to take this trade. Okay. BCPT was an old call. It stopped out before this pump. It's kind of sad. Also, RDN. Oh my God. I've got a good ticket in RDN. Woohoo! I'm ready for this. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. And then let's just watch the adaptive MA will load up. This is going to be great. Give it a second. There's actually, this short-term retracement already happened. Notice this one that's pretty significant. You're going to like this. If it ever chooses to load. Jesus. Also, any of you who are subscribed to the indicators, I'd like to hear your thoughts with the products so far. What do you think of the indicators? How have you managed to use them? And do you have any questions on their application? Because I would love to answer any questions you might have. And no, do not ask me why the load times are so long. That's not a question you're allowed to ask. There we are. Get our nice full retracement to that MA. We can get a real tight stop on this. We're just trickling along the side, and I am expecting a bounce here. If it does break to the downside, well, obviously I'll stop out of the position. But profit ratio's insane. I think it's 15 to 1 right now. Yeah, we got like a 2-3% downside. Then our upside's, I would say, between 15 and 30%. That's very nice. Allow me to get some more water, guys. Hold on. I drank this rather quickly. I have 21 viewers. If I have any less than 21 viewers by the time I get back, well, I'll end the stream. Stay watching. Alrighty, folks, I have returned. 20 viewers. Live stream's over. I'll see you later, guys. I'm just kidding. See if you got any more comments in here. Yeah, a cat with charts. I think he asked me my opinion on. He did. He definitely did. Shit. FUSD honestly looking really clean to me. Thoughts? Yeah, I didn't answer that. Okay. I haven't answered any questions yet. My DMs just get slaughtered in the mornings, and it's a tedious process to go through every comment I receive. Although I really should utilize like the @ button more often, and I can actually filter through this. Also, this is a nice comment. Hey Dad Chuck, I was looking at your indicators on TradingView to see if there's any explanation of your color coding for the CCI 3D wave. CCI 3D wave, that's not an indicator. I have a wave PM CCI and I have a 3D wave PM, but CCI 3D wave is not a thing, I'm afraid. So if you're watching this, give me a more detailed explanation. I happened to come across your macro view of Bitcoin in August, hit play, and damn. Yes, my friend. I want to go find that because that's a really nice chart. We actually predicted all the way down to the weekly 200 MA. Oh, Nico, yes, I totally owe you. I have to send you the lessons. I will do that. Huh. Pop and dump groups, that's funny. Okay, back to the comments. Litecoin, sure thing, just a person. 1 second. Jeez Louise. All the major coins are popping off right now. How's BTC doing? Same. Up 1% today. Oh, we got a head and shoulders pattern, guys. Just kidding. There's no such thing. We don't do that. We don't play that game. Okay, but more realistically. We had our good long entries at this location here. Huh, that's funny. There's the 60 band. It's really nice when you see the mean reversion MA directly overlap on a distribution you already have preloaded. It's kind of fun. Holy shit. A little bit of volatility overhead on the 200 period there, but that is a clean wave PM cross. Yeah, you can't technically take that for a quick scalp position long. However, you know, if you really don't catch those signals like immediately, kind of hard to actually profit on. And that's why you don't hear me calling them that often, because we could have had to enter like while the candle was moving up 1% ago. However, it's a nice expansion. There's only volatility overhead in like the high 200 period. It should be fine. I guess I don't really have that much of an opinion on this. I mean, yeah, we've got implied mean reversion on the daily chart, but I don't see the beginning of a new upward trend quite with these distributional periods. I guess we can just edit these real quick to 50 and 200 for the standardized view. Oh, wait, you know what I can do? Yeah, that's super easy. I forgot. I can immediately adjust that. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, guys. This is really useful because you can actually save different default band presets, or rather use the save default band presets to get some really interesting trend identification indications. 14, 1.25, 50, 53.25, 200. I prefer 52.2. This one's good. I like this one. This is the trend identifier one, or rather short-term distributional trend identification. This one's pretty clean. All right, all you want to do for this one is look at mean period volatility to define trending. And it works really nice because when your long-term distributions are weighted outside or rated inside your shorter-term distributions, you get some really interesting results. Like this section all through here, you can define the beginning of that trending and you see the wave PM cross to boot. So if you're ever trying to trade with the wave PM crosses, this is probably going to be your best bet, this template, because it's really clean for identifying mean period volatility on your expansions. Okay, good to know. Glad you know it. I'm going to switch it back, though, because I'm not using... Well, I'm kind of curious. Actually, no, let's talk about Litecoin for one more second. As I just noticed something. Yes, we are getting the beginning of a new weighting of mean period volatility, and there's no volatility overhead. Shoot, guys. Yeah. There is a lot of implications of the start of an upward trend on a lot of these altcoins. You know, if you want to counter hedge a position against being tethered out, sure, enter one of the major alt caps. Obviously. Well, I do recommend waiting for a swing low entry on the CCI. But otherwise, these charts are pretty clean. Not gonna lie, I like them. Okay. Let's get some more comments, guys. You haven't asked me about any altcoins today. I need to hear your thoughts. In the meantime, I'll just hit the space bar through all my charts, see if there's anything I like. Change this back to my default. Excellent. Pop to the 4 hour. What do we have here? We should define the retracement value for this. I might want to call this, depending on if this has been a sufficient retracement. Because that's a strong breakout, and then now we're going to see what the retracement value is. Ooh, nope, we haven't hit it yet. All right. Actually, it might still be reading a longer mean reversion. Let's load it up manually. Let's do 100. It seems correct. And we'll just make this one visible for the moment. Why not? Set this up to a 100 band. Yeah, let's set as 100. Never mind. Yeah, this is not sufficiently retraced yet. I'm going to set an alert right at this location. If that triggers, I might call this today, because that is a very nice signal. Because this does need to revert down to 7,000 at the moment. Christ, that's a big drop. Christ, I wish I could short that. That's clean. Yeah, that's such a big wick. We might be able to get a significant play here from that mean. What the fuck? Is that correct? That's absolutely insane. And chart's not letting me zoom in. Hold on. That is very volatile. I'm looking forward to trading this. Yeah, if you get a retracement down to the 7,000s, definitely take a long. That could be a very powerful position. Man, oh man, I want that alert to hit. I'm going to set a secondary warning alert, because this is really clean. That's so volatile. A lot of money to be made on that chart. I'm going to check on XRP. One moment. Okay. How much do you bet this is bouncing off the 450 moving average? I've checked this chart enough just to have memorized that value at the moment. Although that's on the 1 hour chart. Hold on. Custom. 200 needs to be 450. Yep. No, that's still a good long. 450 moving average has provided perfect support so far. Christ, if you want to take a long, I would... Holy shit. Actually, out of all of the major cap coins, I would actually go for XRP. Because we have actually seen sufficient retracement, and this would be less of a FOMO position than the other ones. You will need to set around a 3% stop loss below the 400 moving average, and you would be FOMOing into the position. I guess for a profit ratio, you can go up 9%. Let's go ahead and call this again. And I will make that right now. Hold on. And then lateral trading as defined by the longest overexpanded period. Yes, that has sufficiently compressed. So we are going to just do this. We're going to do a small take profit at the top of that line there. And then that's going to be our stop loss. Go ahead and set this up so I can visualize it properly. And then... Okay, now I just need to change my colors. Just gonna do blue. We're gonna have to call this one quickly, because it's starting to fly. If you want to enter this now, you can. I'm gonna make this one public. Okay? Publish idea. Okay. XRP. Volatility theory, long position. Buy in. 9,449, 2, 9,621. Stop loss. 9,335. Take profits. 98.74, comma 105.84. Sufficient retracement value for long position. Okay, simple. I want to publish this before it goes any higher. Hold on. Okay. You guys can go ahead and enter XRP if you want. And I'll get this posted to the website in a second, as soon as the live stream's over. I'm going to do XLM. I'll be on my way. Yeah, 1 second. Christ, I kind of forgot. I really needed to focus on that retracement value more often. It's just too powerful. Like, imagine taking leveraged longs from this benchmark just over. Like, imagine just 5x, would you? It's 25% ROE, 30% ROE, and even now, 15%. That's just insane. We got only 15 viewers left, so I'm going to do XLM, and then I'll be on my way, okay? I'm not seeing anything significant yet. I'm going to wait for the positive weighting and mean period volatility over there. And actually, this is one of the few coins that hasn't hit its mean reversion pivot quite yet. So I'm going to leave XLM alone, actually, guys. All right. Make sure you like and subscribe. I will get an email notification. Oh, hold on. Why is it defining as the value? Okay. Shoot. Okay, never mind. I'm going to have to change my CCI value to see if it gave us a proper entry signal. Hold on. Change this to 24. It did. Told us to enter right there. Okay, hold on. Let's define stop loss. Shit, if you want to enter XLM with a 5% stop loss and a 12% take profit, you can definitely do that. Yeah, 3-1, that's fine. All right, folks, this has been fun. I will talk to you all later. Dad Shark out.